Hello everyone, and welcome to the second episode of my Jinan trip. Today we are heading up Qianfo Mountain, the highest point on the edge of the old city, where you can get a full panoramic view of Jinan's historical districts. Then we will explore the old streets and the alleyways, check out the famous Wulongtan Five Dragon Spring, and finally dive into the lively nighttime food scene to experience some authentic Jinan flavors. Alright guys, good morning. This is the second day in Jinan, and now I'm in the hotel to take some breakfast. So I just ordered some wonton, steamed dumplings and a fried egg. So today's plan is to go to the mountain and check out the Buddhist mountain here. Let's see what we will find in today's trip. Very simple breakfast. Just the wonton, you order it, the lady will make it for you. Fried egg with a steamed dumpling. This is a wrap roll. I think this is some kind of specialty here. I'm not very authentic roll maker, but some youtiao and there's some vegetables in it. 9 o'clock in the morning. Now I'm going to call a taxi. We're going to Southern Buddhist Mountain, which is not so far away from here. You can use the app to call the taxi. So it shows up the route and how much money you have to pay. It will take around 20 minutes to go there. The fee is around 15 RMB. I mean, it's quite usual, right? I think a lot of countries has such kind of app. It is coming very soon. Okay, so it's arriving, like 2 minutes. Driving through the city of Jinan, it's amazing to see how much has changed compared to 30 years ago. Like many modern cities in China today, the overall urban design feels quite similar from place to place. So there isn't a strong sense of uniqueness here. Scan the QR code to buy the tickets. Okay, so 30 RMB for the adults. You can take the cable car to get up to the mountain. The mountain, the altitude of the mountain is very high. I decided to just walk up, and if I'm getting tired, then probably I will take the cable car to get down to the mountain. This is the Grand Buddha. We saw it in Thailand, right? The local Thai guide told me this is like sleeping Buddha. Just leaning on the ground. Very typical Asia thing. There's a grandpa is kowtow to the Buddha for some reason. Maybe pray for healthiness and maybe pray for good luck and fortune. Seeing this kind of leaning Buddha for many times. You can see it also in Shanghai, the leaning jade Buddha. Okay, so maybe the statue behind me is the reason why you're here. It's a Guanyin statue. It's a massive one. It's a tall one. Okay, the real job started. I'm already on my halfway to get home to top. My blood pressure is always high, so I have to take the pills. I don't know if the inner circulation system got some problem after COVID, after I took the vaccination, or the COVID itself affected me. I'm an active guy, right? I love to travel around the world. All these activities requires a healthy body. If I'm not able to do a lot of hitchhiking, walking, strolling around the city, this channel will be dying. So, I think I have a mission to do. Bless me. The stone pagoda. This might be another checking point to see the stone pagodas. There are 4 stone pagodas. I mean, most of them are repaired afterwards. It doesn't look like a new one. Okay, sweating. This is the Buddhist temple on the top of the mountain, burning incense, kowtow to the Buddha statue, these traditional things. This might be the top platform to overlook the city. Let's go there and take a look. Nice view of the Jinan city.
Getting to the top and seeing the whole city from above is honestly one of my favorite feelings. It just makes everything look so grand. And since we are in Shandong Province, I have got to mention Mountain Thai. If I get chance next time, I'll take you guys there to check out how awesome that mountain really is.
So here, it might be the highest observing point of the southern Buddhist mountain. It's not very easy. As you guys can see, I'm almost like totally sweating, right? A tough job is done. Mission is accomplished. Bye-bye Buddha Mountain. Grab the cab. It will be arrived within 2 minutes. So I'm going to another snack street, food street. This is outside of the old Jinan city, but this is like obviously ordinary people living neighborhoods. And you will see a lot of nice restaurants actually. I'm not hungry at this moment. I wanna go to grab a cup of coffee. I know Luckin Coffee is on the corner. When I took the taxi passed by, wow, a lot of scooters. Oh my god. Wow, look at this. This is ordinary people's life, I believe. Or maybe later I can take the bike and ride the bike, go back to the old town touristy area of Jinan. The green sign on the left, this is the in Chinese, it's called Shandong Province, New Oriental English Training Center. So people are coming here to do the English training, especially for IELTS English test, basically for English testing. Wow. Come on. Yeah, so there's a KFC on my left. Maybe today I'm not going to take KFC. I love KFC. I really want to eat KFC. If you want to live in here, because here there's a Hulujia Hotel, Home Inn. This hotel is also reasonable, maybe 200 RMB per night. Then you can get one. So this is the side door, side gate of Daguanyuan. Actually, I could get out from here. So a lot of restaurants, see that? I can order dumplings and rice. The coffee shop is here. Take some coffee to drink, kind of like thirsty. Scan the QR code. It will detect the shop that we are in. So yeah, I'm going to order some coffee. So this is the coffee. It's 18 RMB. This is like Chinese innovation. Luckin Coffee is Chinese brand. The orange juice, vitamin C mixed with American coffee. Such a kind of like unique taste. Okay, this is an interesting place. Basically, it's like the City God Temple in Shanghai, and a lot of restaurants and the traditional architectures here. I think it's better to come here in the evening when all the lights are turning on. This is the hotel, maybe. So this is the traditional food street. Oh, I mean traditional food street is kind of like small, very small. Like these buildings feels really like in the Chenhuang Temple in the Yu Garden in Shanghai, right? This is just a short street. Not everyone would come here because this is outside of the Jinan old city. It feels a little bit look like Shanghai or something. Yeah, it's a small place. It's called Daguanyuan, right? You know, Daguanyuan is very close to Shanghai. What is this place? This is like dating street or something. Let's go and check out. Yeah. It is a weird street. It is called the Daguanyuan Dating Street. This is dead end. Now somebody's backyard. Not interesting. Okay, so let's go back to the mall, and I believe I saw there was a restaurant. Maybe we can order some noodles. Wow, this place, the mall is like cooler. The Huawei cell phone shop. The traditional Jinan souvenirs. Yeah, well, not that interesting. Let's see, there is a noodle shop here. Oh, this place is much better. Oh, maybe we can take this one.
前面吗？那个
一位。
那个位置可以我，这个位置。
哦
妈妈去洗的。
Okay. So this is the lunch. I ordered some beef mixed with rice and chicken. Looks okay. Also, I ordered some fried chicken. It's not arrived. So another dish, fried chicken. Is a very simple lunch. Let's quickly eat it and move on to the next spot. This is the Confucius Temple. Shandong Province is famous because of Confucius. This is so-called historical architecture. It's kind of pretty new. I was checking out the WeChat videos because nowadays foreigners or foreign expats, they are not posting China videos on YouTube as before. But now these kind of videos are translated, subtitle translated for the Chinese people to see foreign expat life. I still found their videos are pretty boring because they only do it in the Shanghai city center, very small, little district in Shanghai. Not even go to the outskirts of Shanghai. They go to like a very typical small district called the Jinan district, which is a very small place. And they are showing their Western-alike lifestyle in China. But look at what I'm doing. I'm in Jinan, right? A big city, but I don't think too many foreigners visiting this city. I wouldn't like to call it like unseen part of China because it's a big city. It's always interesting to check out, even for me as a Chinese national, right? I'm going to get out. This is the last one, the last spring. It is called the Five Dragon Spring. This is the last spot that I'm going to check in, and I think mission is accomplished. China Uncle Mikey did this job for myself as well as for all you guys, all my viewers. It's overheated, dehydrated, so I bought this like huge watermelon juice. Quite good. I'm going back to the hotel. Maybe in the evening, I'm going to some other night market to find out some interesting things for you guys. For today's daytime, I think that's all. I have been all the interesting places or must-sees in Jinan. I think the mission is accomplished.
This is Jinan's Changcheng Square, a popular spot where locals come for an evening walk. Right in the center, you have got this huge Soviet-style sculpture, and around it are modern shopping malls built with Western investment. The contrast here is really striking.
This square is huge. From the west side, goes through all the way down to the east side. The whole length would be like 1 kilometer. This is like underground entertainment facility. You got like a McDonald's, Luckin Coffee, Pizza Hut, and the other Chinese beef noodles, beef and rice, beef dumplings, but you can get food here. Yeah, for me it's kind of like interesting. In Shanghai we have a people's square, right? It's also a square, but not as big as this one.
Like many cities in China, Jinan also has a popular food street called Kuanhouli. But the food here doesn't really represent traditional Shandong cuisine. Most of it is common snacks from all over China. So the real reason to come is for the atmosphere, the crowds, and the lively street vibe.
Wow, the so-called snack street. A lot of food, but there's no even one that I can try because they are all the same. Same fried dumplings, the same fried chicken, barbecue sticks, etc. Wow, it's too annoying. So this is the Jinan high-speed railway center, railway station. Such a modern, huge place. Yeah, I'm leaving Jinan. It was a so-so trip. I will make a conclusion after I come back to Shanghai. This is inside the railway station in Jinan. It's also a massive place. Not that crowded. You can find this is a big station. The cost of this trip is somewhat like as similar as travel to the other big cities in China. So the accommodation fee plus everything, the train ticket, everything is around 2,500. I think maybe this is the last video in China in 2025. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you guys next time.